Oh yeah, and this guy
Melt
too.
on the fucking time god up in this bitch. You wanna get a fucking king of the dodgy? Yeah! Time!
Just don't say time.
Yeah,
just don't we got a time limit, but just don't say time.
Y'all scum.
You heard it? You heard that?
Don't say time.
Let's make sure everything is correct.
Okay, everything is correct. That one
Yeah.
actually started better. I like how you just were just randomly talking when we started. This is the Time GAWDCAST. I am Elthon, the Time God, as you already know that because you're tuned in and you're listening. I'm right here with a very good friend of mine, someone I've known for probably about how many years now?
I always say 13, but that's just because I like that number.
Okay, so probably like around
more, actually more, I think.
Maybe around like 13, 14, 15. I've known this guy since 3rd grade.
Yeah.
We're like 32 now. Jeez, I forget how old I am.
32 in March. And we were born on the same day. This motherfucker forgot already.
I always forget how old I am. I never forget my birthday. I just been recently, as of like my age now, like when I entered 31.
Yeah.
Or 32 now. We're 32 now, right?
32, bro.
Yeah. I keep forgetting, like 31, 32, 30. I just like slips my head. And it just only happened when I turned 32.
After 30.
After 31. When I was 31, I remembered it. Now I'm like, wait, am I 31
I think you're
or
right
32?
About that. After 31,
I forget, because somebody, I was at a dispensary, and someone was like, how old are you? And I was like, 31 or 30. And they're looking at me like, you lying sack of shit. And I'm like, oh, I forget. It's just, I guess it's hard to explain to somebody that when you hit that 30 mark, you just don't care anymore. Right. Okay, so the voice you're hearing is my guy, Arkyve. Arkyve the Nomad, one of my brothers from Chamber Records.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody on the show? It's my first time on this motherfucker, so
right.
Let's get it righteous.
Local hero. I mean, we recorded 2 of them, but we did it.
Yeah, that's true. We did record. We ran like pilots, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we were just fucking around.
Yeah.
And so,
what happened to those recordings?
I didn't format the SD card because I have the Zoom H6, as you can see. Well, now for all you podcast listeners, Zoom H6, you have to format when you buy the machine. You have to format like the fucking card or some shit. So you have to like when you put it in there, you have to format the card to play MP3. And it's some other thing to where when you put it in a computer, the computer reads it. So the ones we did, I didn't format it, so when I could hear it off my Zoom, but when I would put it into the laptop, you wouldn't be able to hear anything.
Gotcha.
So it was weird. So those got lost.
Yeah, they got fucked off.
Yeah, those got fucked off. And so keep the mic.
Oh, it's too far.
Yeah, keep the mic like that, just so it hears you.
Gotcha.
And then
I'm looking at it. I'm seeing the lights blink. It's supposed to blink like that when.
Yeah. It blinks like that every now and then. But if you look right here, you'll see the bars rising, and it's like it gets hot. And then like if you talk. Watch talk.
Yo.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep it the thumb rule, the microphone thumb rule.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
so just like make sure that you're like pretend like you're rocking a show.
Gotcha. Like right there. That's
perfect.
Because I don't got headphones. We gotta get the splitters for this.
Yeah, I'm the only one who has headphones.
I can hear myself.
Just because this machine, it's brand new, but I hate waiting for things and I
no,
don't
this is good. I'm glad we're just running it like how we are. So let's just jump right into it, man. I gotta ask you actually.
Okay.
Basically, since I did not fucking attend, how was the Comedy Store show Battles in the Belly Room that you organized and put together with a couple homeboys? Tell me about
actually
it,
just one homie, my guy Modoc.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Well, tell me about it, bro. Just tell me everything because I want to catch
bro,
up. We literally save it. We haven't talked about it until we got here on the podcast.
Yeah, we didn't want to talk on the phone because I just really wanted us to
talk.
talk.
Get your ass down here, bring the setup, fucking let's just get it cracking. So tell me, bro.
It was great, bro. It was you know, there. I mean, if I wanted to sit here and pick apart everything we did, I think there was a lot of things that we could have worked on, but as far as like all together, it was great, bro. It was the most fun I've had at a battle event in a long time, and usually I have fun when I go attend other people's battle events because I'm not working. So when I went to this one, it was you're at the Comedy Store. So when you go in there, there's like an energy that you already want to start laughing. Like you just want to find a reason to laugh when you're there.
I saw the battle. Yeah, you can feel that in the battle. And everybody has like their funny bone out. You know?
Yeah,
everybody was ready to laugh at some shit.
But battle rap used to be like that, which was like back in the grind time days, you know. So battle rap. So I felt that again. and I feel like the first two battles, I'm not gonna put them down, but I feel like they could have been better, right? I think it was maybe the first battle, and I think that was I think it was Mike G and someone else, and I didn't think that. I just felt like the projection, some performers.
Was that the first battle of the night? The Carter teams.
No. That was probably the second to last battle of the night.
Okay.
So the last battle was Uno Lavos versus Cali Smooth, which was a great battle too. That is probably dropping next, or maybe Laughing Stock is dropping next. I don't know, because we're dropping it on Ruin Your Day, which is Avocado's channel. But it was like I don't know where I was talking about before, but the battles were just so like it was something that I feel needs to be put in battle rap right now, is to have fun. I haven't seen this style of battling in a long time, and also it's people can be themselves. Like, it just felt like people opened up a lot more. I gotta stop saying like so much. People opened up a lot more, and we're just wanting to show a different side of them. Like Cali Smooth, when Cali Smooth, like he's doing songs with Rico Reckless and all these people. Last thing you're gonna do is catch him spitting some comedy shit, and that's what he did. He went there, he had some funny stuff.
Oh, no shit. Did everybody do comedy, or was there like?
It wasn't comedy. I wouldn't say it was, because Carter Deems wasn't really spitting too much comedy, but people were laughing,
right?
Because it's just
his delivery was like funny.
It's the content. It's the content. It's real light. Not light. I don't even know how to call it. It just has a different feel to it. It's not trying to be too hard body. No one's going there saying, I got the 4, 5, 25, 7s and shooting you and putting you in that. Like, no one's doing that. It's more just like, have a good time. Let's have fun. So that's really what I got out of it. And the best, I mean, it happened. It was really good. I mean, we got a lot of good feedback from the Comedy Store, So, I mean, right now, they want us back. So, I mean, I'm not going to say that, okay, yeah, we have another event happening, because we do have to go there and go talk to them. We're just taking a break right now, because we have, we're just kind of having meetings talking about it, because we want to, move, and I don't want to spoil it now, but it's going to be a lot nicer, and they recognize what we did. So
yeah, I mean, you could hear Tony Hitchcliffe actually say, like, this is the dopest shit I ever seen in 10 years, and this and that. Like, that was praise, man. Like, that was big. That's a big deal.
Yes,
especially for like him to say it that way, like, fucking been here 10 fucking, or how many ever fucking years he said? I know he said something over 10 though.
He said he's been there for, I think, 11 years. 10 years.
Shit, yeah.
And he said that's the coolest thing he's ever seen.
Yeah, bro, that's cool as fuck, man. For somebody like that's there like pretty much probably 7 days a fucking week. You know what I mean? When he's not touring. He's fucking there every night.
They live and breathe that, and Brian
That's dope that they recognize that, the skill level that it took to be funny and to be, on point with the bars too. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that shit's fresh, bro.
Brian Redband, he also was, we talked at the end of the night. He was saying he liked it, and they really were blown back by it. Like, I don't think they've seen that too much. I don't think they've ever been not been exposed to it. Or maybe they have, but they've never seen it in their face, and to the point where it's not. I don't know. I just feel like some people wouldn't go good if you went to a URL event. Some people, it would be over their heads. They're like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand what kind of
the environment.
This was just, it felt like those rhymes are, it was so relatable to the. It just wasn't too much to take in. People were having a good time. They were laughing.
Now, let me ask you, was that a strategic outlook on how to book the card? Like, did you know you wanted to book people that were going to come in there and try to do the gun bars and all that shit?
No. Well, we were booking people who we knew could be funny, and then people like Cali Smooth, who I was like, I wanted to challenge Cali Smooth, because Cali Smooth doesn't do funny stuff, so I wanted to challenge him. So I got him that battle, because I really feel he deserved it, and I was like, he could be funny, and he was doing funny stuff. The crowd really just wasn't, they didn't understand it, because he looks Mexican. The whole thing, he's dissing Mexicans, and he looks Mexican. So I think the crowd was just kind of tripped out. I mean, it wasn't like his bars, I felt, could have hit harder because they were funny. But it just looked like he was dissing his own people. So it was like, wait, what? So those were the things where, like, battle rappers have to get used to the comedy crowds. Because the comedy crowds are they see you off that, and you have to play off what they see. So if you go up there looking like you have a poncho on and you're rapping about, you know, I mean, not rapping, but you're talking about something totally that has nothing to do with that. You're rapping about, I guess, I mean, I don't know. There's not a good example, but it's like looking one way and being totally other way. It's like a comedian going up there and sounding gay and then not even talking about it. Just like, you look gay, you sound gay, and it's like, and you go up there and you're just like, yeah, so what about the politics? Everybody's like kind of tripping, and it's not something that people can connect together, I guess. It's not, I don't know. I'm still getting used to that world of comedy, going to these comedy shows. I don't understand it. It just feels like if you go up there looking a certain way and you do something another way, or I don't know. I'm fucking high. I'm having a horrible time explaining this shit. It's pretty much like, you know, it got a little weird and creepy there a little bit, but what I'm saying is,
really, why is that?
No. What I was saying right now, I was saying something about gay people.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, well, I got
you're going down the wrong alley.
Yeah, that got a little creepy there.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and explain that out. I don't
No,
know.
well, what I was saying was it's going up there being on stage. Like, I've seen comedians like on Kill Tony, which is a show that Tony Hinchcliffe actually, who was one of the judges, actually hosts, and there'll be comedians going up there and they'll do a minute, and then they get they'll get pointers from actual comedians. And there was one time, the reason why I said I brought up the gay thing was because there was one time there was this guy who sounded so feminine, and he's dressed so feminine, and he was saying stuff about like nothing about what he looked like. Like, looked like he was being overly gay. And he just said nothing about it. Yeah, and he was talking. Part of his act. It wasn't, because it was like he was like, "Well, are you?" Because they were asking him. He's like, "No, I'm not." And even in his head, he's like, "I didn't even think about that." Right. So you didn't even. So, well, this is just how I talk, and this is how I am. So in his head, it's like he's not being real with himself. So it's like you got to be like, "Well, I sound like this, I look like this, so I got to come out and I got to do this." Like a person like Jim Carrey looks like all lanky and he does shit all crazy. So what does he do? He falls into the character and does crazy shit, and he addresses, and he knows what he is, what he looks like. And he's like, hey, I'm fucking. He you see him and you get with what you see, you know. And it's like a guy going up there all banged out, all cholo, and then they talk about politics.
Now you're talking about, this is relating to what now?
This is relating to battle rap, and this is what I was saying with like Cali Smooth when he was up there. And he looked Mexican. He was wearing a Selena shirt, right? And then he goes and battles, and then he's battling Uno Lavos, which looks Mexican. Cali Smooth is black and Hawaiian, so he's not Mexican, but he looks Mexican. So so the crowd, when they're seeing him, it's like,
he should probably address that.
Well, exactly. So he was supposed to do stand-up set that night. He was supposed to do a stand-up set. Uno Lavos did a stand-up set, and I don't know if he said that he was Puerto Rican or not, or whatever. Or I think he might be Puerto Rican. Mm-hmm. I'm not too sure, or Mexican, Salvadorian or something. I don't know. But Cali Smooth was supposed to do stand-up, and he was going to actually talk about it in his stand-up, and he didn't do it. So when he didn't do that, he didn't address it he planned that battle, I think, to address it in a stand-up. He didn't do a stand-up because there wasn't enough time. So when he went up there, that was unaddressed. So he was going up there looking like two Mexican guys are battling, and he's just making fun of Mexicans. Like, they wanted to hear you on some other shit.
Right.
So they didn't understand it, but the bars were great. You know, so I said all that ranting about gay and fucking comedian just to say that one point that I could have said. But I just drank some, I think, longevity something. Energy. I drank some coffee.
I mean, it's not even energy, it's straight vitamins.
Yeah, it's vitamins. I took some other vitamins. I drank a cup of coffee. I drank another cup of coffee earlier. So I'm going. So, you know,
I'm about to give you a little shroom cap.
A shroom cap? I might have to take one of those.
Just one if it feels great.
In a little bit.
Yeah,
because I drank too much energy. I don't want to fuck that up.
You're going to be bouncing off the walls.
I'm bouncing off the walls with crazy thoughts of dragons chasing me. But microdosing is really good. But like I was saying, like I said, all that is like for the battlers, you know, because we are going to do more. I'm sick and tired of not saying we're not. We're going to fucking do more. And so the battlers who are going to be coming through, know yourself, know you're going into a comedy crowd. That doesn't mean you're going to go over there and you have to say you know, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other, you don't have to do that shit. But you do have to know your crowd. You do got to know what you look like, and you do got to know that. Yeah, there was a lot of battlers in there, but it felt like even the battlers were hypnotized by the comedy element. That the battlers weren't even reacting. The battle crowd wasn't even reacting to normal things they would have reacted to. And I try to make it as familiar as possible. I removed okay, so this room has tables and chairs, and they're there because that room is only supposed to hold so many, and it's for the waitresses to come through and serve food and drinks and all that. So I was like, well, our crowd, we don't sit down. Are they going to get tired? Are they not going to be into the battles? Are they not going to react as much if I move these tables? Maybe I should move these tables. So I said, MODOK and some other motherfuckers, let's move these tables and these chairs. I asked the Comedy Store. They said, yes, we moved them. The whole thing, people were standing.
So the whole battle, nobody was sitting down, only the back row.
There was chairs along the side, and there was chairs in the VIP area on the top where the judges were sitting. Those are the only chairs. And so the people were standing. So I thought that I was trying to make it as familiar as possible by doing that. But at the end of the night, you know, Red Band even was telling me, like, that's the worst thing you could ever do, you know, because it's like, you know, I always wondered, like, at battle events, you're going to be, hey, crowd, come back in, and fucking scream for them, and it was always like this thing, but we've never had a spot. I mean, it's like we've always wanted to capture that element of standing in a cipher and that energy, right. But what point do you say, hey, like, I want to, like, it's one thing for the camera for a show, but it's another thing to be like, I want the people to be comfortable and to laugh and to stay for as long and react.
Wow.
And it was crazy because the way, I don't want to cut you off, but the way that Red Band brought it to me is he did it in a way to where it blew my mind. I was actually kind of a little starstruck talking to the dude, you know what I'm saying? But
Who's that, Red Band?
Red Band, you know, but at the end of the night, by that time, I was like, you know, it was easier for me to talk to him at that night. Like, it was nights before where I was like, holy shit, this is Brian Red Band. Like, this will started the Joe Rogan Experience. And I'm right there talking to him at the end of the night, and I was really just into this conversation, and that's when he was like, hey, yeah, you know, I was right there with my friend, you know, Joe Rogan. And I was like, yeah, I know. He's like, yeah, you know. I was like, yeah, Joe Rogan. Well, we went to my friend Doug's stand-up show, and it was a great show. And we were standing there. He goes, within 5 to 10 minutes, we're both looking at each other. Me and Joe are looking at each other saying, damn, my fucking feet hurt. You know, and then it got to, he goes, then it went to 15, 20 minutes, and we're both looking at each other like, I can't wait for we need to, like, I can't wait, we gotta go. Like, I don't know if those were his exact words, like, I don't want to mess the story, what he was saying up, but pretty much what he was saying was that as time went on, it got uncomfortable, and there's people, what I got out of that in my brain was that the people who I want to be there are not going to be there for that long. The people who will stay are going to be the fans and all that. Yeah, but if like what I'm saying, what I got out of that was like I need to make this more comfortable for, let's say somebody comes. Like, that's Pauly Shore's club. Let's say he wants to come. The last thing he's probably going to want to do is stand there and fucking sweat.
Right.
You know, so I was like, whoa. You're spot on. I just never had anybody. I've never been in a place. Battle rap has never been in a place where that could have happened. I think King of the Dot has done it. I think they've done it at, I think it was Blackout or World Dom. They had a theater. I think it was a Queen Elizabeth theater, and I think it was all seats.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I think they were standing on some spots. I think you were even standing in there. I don't know. I've never actually like looked at that, but. Yeah. That is good, and you can sit there and you can order nuggets, you can order fucking barbecue sliders, you get drinks, you get waitresses.
Where's that, at the Comedy Store?
Comedy Store.
No shit. I didn't know you could order food there at the front.
Yes, it's good too. Good nice. Chicken nuggets. I would say dip it in ranch, don't dip it in that barbecue, because ranch tastes a lot better. And they have coffee there, you can drink coffee. It's a club, but I know that a bridge of the same, it's like two different elements but the same element. Like, how is TK Kirkland, a big comedian, going on tour with NWA and opening for them, and going on tour with Death Row and opening for them? Like, that to me was I was like, what the like, it's always been there.
Who is this now?
TK Kirkland.
He's
TK motherfucking Kirkland.
He's a comedian?
Yeah, he's a comedian. I saw him. Actually, first time I've ever saw him was on the Breakfast Club, and then he was like, it was crazy. He fucking stole a watch from Eddie Murphy. he fucking took Puffy's credit card.
Oh fuck!
He took Suge Knight's credit card, but it wasn't like crazy thieving. He was just like, he was like, yeah, I was fucking a bitch. I was fucking a bitch who knew Puffy, and he had his card. So I said, hey, you remember when you used to be flying my flyer agents and this and that? So I was ordering. So he was just going in on these stories, and these podcasts are so good. I think it was on the Brilliant Idiots, which is Charlemagne and I forgot what the other the dude is.
That white dude.
Yeah, I like him. I like that show because they argue a lot, and I like to hear both
they
perspectives.
do argue a lot.
But that's honestly, like, I never used to like arguing podcasts, but I like them. I like.
Yeah. It has its charm. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. I see where they're coming from. They're both like opinionated motherfuckers.
But so back to
that's why they're fucking friends, I guess.
Right. So back to the story. That's where I'm at now. It's like, okay, let's have a seating audience. So, like, I guess I'll say this now. No, I don't want to say it. So, we're in talks at the store, and we're only gonna. Let's just say this: we're only gonna move up. Let's just say that, and because I don't want to jinx it, I don't want to put it out like that because we haven't sat there and we haven't talked to them. But from everything I can say is that they liked it. They're excited about it. We just, we went there. This was the first time. So the store, like, if you watch the footage, which is already out, it's on Ruin Your Day. You can go on youtube.com/ruinyourday, which is Avocado's YouTube channel. I'm out here waving my dick around by saying that, celebrating myself, if you will. No, I'm just kidding. But if you go to his channel, you'll see the first battle, which is Ronnie versus Carter Deems. And if you
phenomenal battle.
Yeah, it was a good battle.
It was funny as fuck.
But the footage, if you see the footage, like, it looks kind of wiggly and kind of a little snippety sometimes. But if you notice that, the reason why I'm gonna say is because the Comedy Store, you got to think there's 3 rooms there, and there's big comedians that come through there, like Joe Rogan, fucking Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, anybody.
David Spade.
Roseanne could walk through the building one day, and the last thing they want is to see a camera and to think somebody is walking around with it. So they don't. What we do there, they don't have it there all the time. They don't understand that doesn't happen in the comedy world. You don't pull out a camera and record someone's set unless they're recording an hour special or they want it out, because they go do those bits on the road, and the last thing they want is for someone to record it, know the bit, and now they're in North Carolina and someone says the punchline or they know what's coming, and they don't like that. It's a spoiler. It's like you don't want to watch Game of Thrones and then know Quarincha's gonna die in there or whatever, So they didn't want
the experience.
Yeah, so I'm at the Comedy Store. Avocado comes to me and says, hey, they don't want us to record. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean they don't want us to record? They know what we're doing. I've talked to the people. We've talked about this for months. They know what we do. They're a fan of what we do. Right. They've watched it online. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Well, not them, the people that we were connecting it with. Shouts out to Brian Moses. He runs the whole Verbal Violence podcast at the Comedy Store, and he's doing the roast battles that's on Comedy Central with Jeff Ross. I guess they didn't tell a certain person, or they just didn't, the details didn't get put through. So they came to Avocado and says, hey, what's up with that camera? Avocado was like, I'm filming the battles, and they're, no, you're not. So they came and got me, and then it was just the lady. She's not used to that. She didn't know. No one told her anything about that part. She knew about us coming there, but that part, no one really felt.
And who is this lady? She runs the fucking.
She runs the club.
The club.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
She's like when no one's. She's the boss when no one's there, pretty much. I guess.
Okay, yeah. So she had to get clearance, I'm sure.
Yes. So I had. So she said she didn't say yes, but she didn't say no, because what it was. If I'm not, as long as I don't see it pitched on HBO or fucking Showtime or anything like that, using the club and its likeness like that, then that's when you have to do that. That's what I think. But if you're doing it as far as like, you know, just going there and recording something because it's an event you put on, we put money into that. We didn't record anything else. So if we're gonna do that and we brought money to the club, I didn't think they saw a problem with it. But the reason why the footage looked like that is because, you know, I told Avocado it was cool, but I still think he felt a little weird about it. So I don't know. I don't know why, but I think he was holding the camera like if he was hiding it, like if he was part of the crowd.
Oh shit.
So, but it was because it was miscommunication.
Wow.
Right? It was not miscommunication between us and Avocado.
It doesn't look that
bad. But what I'm saying is, like, to speak for Avocado's work, Avocado has done beautiful battles, beautiful, tremendous battles, beautiful looking. Right. You know, beautiful, like a fucking unicorn.
You think the best in the game? For sure.
Yeah, it's Martin Scorsese styles. Mm-hmm. That one, it looked a little bit different, is because of that situation. But that's the one things that the Comedy Store did say. Hey, well, we need to get these details resolved before we do something else here, which is nothing resolved. It's just, this is what we're doing. These are the days we're doing it.
Yeah, it's like you film a special, really. You know what I mean? Because
it is like that, but it's like not real. It's pretty much just us doing our little event and record, because we don't record any of the comedians. We just record the battles. Just when the battles go on, when I say what's good, it's fucking this and that, and then the cameras go off.
Well, you could say the battles are like you know, like the act or whatever, the show. But I hear what you're saying.
So they had to do that because they're a professional club, and at the end of the day, we ended up getting recorded.
I'm sure you got to sign shit before you start filming some real shit in there, like that.
Right. Yeah. So that's where it became miscommunicated, and it just never got resolved the right way. So that's why that footage looks that way. But at the end of the day, we're gonna make it a lot more comfortable. We're going to make sure that the air is on, because the air wasn't on, I think, that much for the beginning part. Red Band had to go get it turned on. He's like, it's fucking hot up here. Is the air on? I'm going to go get the air on. And he just went and got the air turned on. So I was like, holy shit. Okay, thanks, Red Band. Yeah. You know, Jamar Neighbors was also a judge. Jamar Neighbors, who was in the movie Keanu. Remember that movie Keanu with the cat?
With the cat, yeah.
Did you watch it?
Key and Peele guys, yeah.
You remember when they're listening to George Michael in the car with those thugs?
Uh-huh.
One of the guys in the back with the dookie rope chain, that's Jamar Neighbors.
Oh, no shit.
And he's one of the guys who does like the dancing and the roast battles, like the guys he's part of the wave. I'm trying to to the people he's part of the wave. I'm trying to explain it to Arkyve here because I'm having a conversation with my homie.
Right.
So I'm explaining it to.
No, I get you. I think I know. I remember him from Keanu.
Okay, so that's Jamar Neighbors. He was one of the judges that was on that battle. Then we had Frank Castillo, who's one of the roast champions for one of the roast battles.
Okay. Hinchcliffe, right?
Tony Hinchcliffe, who's also he wrote the roast for James Franco, Snoop Dogg, I think even Trump. A lot of people. He wrote a lot of roasts. You know the roasts that were on Comedy Centrals? Or like VH1s or whatever the fuck.
Comedy Central.
Comedy Central. Yeah. So he wrote a lot of jokes for that, and I think he was even one of the roasters. Who else was a judge? And Jeremiah Watkins, who's also on a show. I think it's called Void. It's on Comedy Central. He's part of the band that's on Kill Tony. Well, Red Band's on Kill Tony. Tony's on Kill Tony, and Jeremiah's on Kill Tony, which is what I explained earlier, a show that's at the Comedy Store. So we had so everybody who was a judge, we're not just random comedians. I don't want to ever hear that shit again, ever, anywhere.
Yeah, I can't believe
so
yeah. Those are fucking known dudes.
Yeah. And I know you guys don't understand why I'm saying that, but it's not meant for you guys. So, yeah, those guys are I think they made that battle that much more explosive, bro. It was like, not only were you getting laughs from the battlers, you were getting laughs from the judges. And I've never been to a battle event where I was getting laughed. And then they're roasting the battlers. And if a battler doesn't want to get roasted, like, you could probably tell me, and I would tell him, but it's like, it depends on who you are.
Nah,
if you're just a dude who's coming, you have to get it. It's fun.
It worked out perfectly.
It's like when you're in your birthday and you're getting punched by the homies. It works out, dude.
Now I want to bring up a point real quick. You were saying something very interesting earlier about you think that the best way to do battles now is in a seated form, like in tables, or like an auditorium.
Tables. Well, because that's what I'm being exposed. That's what's turning me on to it. So if it was a theater seating, I think like if you're at a movie theater, I think I would be more accustomed to that. But I've been going there since January, like nonstop, every week, just going there, being like, I'm seeing what comedy is, and I'm like becoming like holy fuck, like this is what they have a $1 million, not $1 million, they have a beautiful, great spot in $1 million area, which is Sunset, and it's a venue that comedians can go and hone their craft. It's a family-based place.
Dude, I bet you there are people there tonight. Shit,
there's people there every day. The only day that they weren't there is when Missy Shore passed away, and that's the only day that they closed, bro. Rest in peace. Yeah, and I want to, and we weren't able to do this just because it was so wacky. But I want, like, that night that we did, like, I'd never met Mitzi. But it was like, she brought up a lot of people that raised me through my kids, like Robin Williams, Jim Carrey. All these people were part of my childhood. And Roseanne, if it wasn't for fucking, even Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz, like all these fucking Bobby Lee. If it wasn't for her, like, I just was like, you know what, thank you. So yeah, that night was for her.
Don't forget the number one, fucking Pauly Shore.
Pauly motherfucking Shore. He is now the owner. That night, in my heart and my mind, I dedicated to her. I dedicated that to my grandma, anybody that passed away, that anybody who ain't here with us. That's who that night was dedicated for. That was for everybody. That was for fucking Cadillac Ron. That was for fucking Young Be the Future. That was for PH. That was for who else do we? That was for everybody that isn't here. Like, we, it's just, it's fucking great, man. And I think, but the seated format, I think it makes it more comfortable, and I think the people like it. Because they don't have to be standing the whole fucking time.
Right.
When do you ever want to stand that long? I don't. I hate standing.
Yeah, you're right about that. You gotta stand for a fucking good minute.
When you go to hip hop shows, what do you want to do? You go hit the smoking section in the back,
kicking and sit down. No, you're right. And some of those battles, especially the fucking URL ones, I could imagine those are like fucking hours long. So imagine standing that long.
Standing 8 hours.
Oh shit!
And then I'm taking breaks. It was funny because it was the craziest shit ever. Was we took a break. I didn't get chewed out by Tony. I think MODOK got chewed out by Tony. Somebody got chewed out by Tony because like, they were still getting used to what we were doing. So I went and I'm like, yeah, let's take a break real quick. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. We'll come right back. And everyone's walking out. And I walk in by Tony. I'm like, oh, what up? And I walk, or I don't think I see Tony. I was smoking a blunt right there in the front, and he kind of, yo, Tony's pissed. I'm like, why? Why did you tell everyone to fucking leave? The whole room is empty. Well, because everyone's kicking in here. We're not supposed to take a break. But we take breaks here. Like, we take breaks. People will stand for 8 hours, and that's how our crowd does it. And then Tony was like, do theaters take fucking breaks? No. Do you ever go to a movie and watch a movie? Does that take a break? No.
Oh, shit.
You put on a fucking show.
Fucking pissed.
You make it happen. And I was like, fuck. You have everybody there. Don't lose them. He's ready to. I love that dude. Like, those are the people you need around you to tell you, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I
mean, he's been.
I needed that.
I mean, the guys. I mean, was it fucked off or was
no?
It,
it was just more. It was just more.
No,
it wasn't that he didn't understand. It was more just like, why kill the energy? The comedians just crushed. Go right into it. Right. It's all about following. In the comedian world, it's all about following.
Right.
Because then you go back into a stale room. Not everybody's there. Everybody's getting back in. It's just like,
you got to reacclimate.
In his mind, he's just like, fucking go. You ready to go? Just go. Maybe if you do take a break,
you had a big wave and you let that motherfucker
If you do
pass.
take a break, throw comedians up there. Don't let the show stop.
Right.
Go walk out while they're taking this and go stick a little smoke and come back.
Yeah.
That's what I learned. And I was like, wow, like, that was a non-stop consistent show. Yeah, the only reason why you guys take breaks because everybody's standing I'm like, I wanted to kiss his fucking forehead
His fucking
and hug
golden
him.
Pony.
Yes, and I was like, you are 100% right, bro. That's why we take, because our feet fucking hurt and we need to go relax. If you're sitting down the whole time, why do you need to? You don't need a break. Why you've been standing the whole fucking? Why you've been sitting the whole time? Perfect sense. Where else can you get that many chairs though? Because you would have to get them rented out. The only other place that has that is a place that is already having that.
Exactly.
They already
have it. Didn't you have to move them all out?
I had to move them all out. It was horrible. And had to move them. And then at the end of the night, it was almost 2 o'clock. It was like maybe 12 o'clock. I had to move them all back in.
Fuck.
Wanting to go celebrate and eat In-N-Out. And everyone's celebrating. And I'm like, fuck, I'm moving them. But I celebrated 4 days later because it was like right after that, I went and, I don't think I can talk about it, what it was, but I went and filmed for a fucking TV show. Which I didn't make it on the main TV. I was there in the audience because I didn't make it on. I was too tatted up. I didn't wear a long sleeve. I have too many tattoos. They don't want that.
Your ass in the back.
Yeah, but I still got, I was part of the team. I was part of the thing. So, but I can't go into. I can tell you after, but I can't. Or I probably can't. I don't know. They're scaring me, telling me I couldn't. Probably still can't. I probably can't.
Yeah,
but
fuck, it's all good.
yeah, but I'm not gonna talk about it here. But it was something that was cool. But after that, I was so, like, focused on that. Like, fuck, now I got to go do that for 12 hours. I love fucking smoking weed. Now I got to go buy a fucking cartridge and try to go get blown. They had someone following me around the whole fucking place. Like, it was weird. So I would have to go.
That whole night?
The whole time I was filming, yeah. Like, they didn't let us go by ourselves. So, like, I had to go say, hey, I got to use the restroom. And then I would go in the porta potty and fucking hit the vape and, like, try to get high. And smoking wax all day is whack. Maybe because I wasn't doing it right, or maybe because it was a pin. I fucking hated it. I couldn't wait to take a hit of actual leaf. Like, I was like, this is not doing it for me. I need to take a rip of. I need to burn the leaf and smoke. I need actual created smoke
to calm your fucking nerves and fill your bloodstream.
Well, just to relax.
THC,
just to relax. Like how people. I guess I look at smoking weed as smoking cigarettes. Like people smoke cigarettes to relax themselves.
Right.
I smoke weed to relax myself. Like, it doesn't, I can get blown and kick it, but I really don't. It more puts me on the regular level. What about you? What do you think? Like, what is weed, like, as far as, like, smoking? Do you still smoke to get high, or do you smoke just to kind of feel regular?
No, I still smoke to get high. The truth is, I still get excited to smoke weed. You know what I mean? Like when it's like, I feel the only time I ever smoke weed just to feel normal is when I'm hung the fuck over. And I have to have it. I have to have like a hit of some weed. Not only that, I'll tell you a funny story. I just came back from Arkansas, and fucking, man, of course, I mean, it's not like they don't have weed in Arkansas because we did end up finding it, but for the first couple of days, we don't know anybody out there. You know what I mean? We don't fucking know anyone.
Should have mailed it to yourself.
That's what people were saying. Actually, well, Fro said he wanted to do that. We've been thinking about it. Allegedly. I have some people around me who are like,
easy.
Nah, I've heard. So I've heard the strategy. I mean, unless you want to explain it, go ahead.
Okay, so what you would do is you just get you just send it like you're sending a package to somebody, and you just wrap it up really good. You get the weed. You probably put it in, you probably send yourself a quarter or something like that. Put it in a big old weed jar.
But they have dogs and shit that can smell that shit?
No, so you wrap it in the weed jar. You just keep wrapping it in a bunch of other shit. You stick it in there. You put a bunch of, like, paper and fucking, like, crunchy. Like, this is not working. I'm kind of just thinking, like, this is what I have, I guess, of acquired knowledge of Googling, I guess.
Alleged knowledge.
Yeah, so, they would what they do is they would get it and put it in there. You know the white, crunchy, look like popcorny thing? Yeah. Put it in there with that, and then it's just, like, squished in the middle. So, yeah, I mean, you're just sending it as a big box, and then they ask you, hey, are you have anything flammable, any liquid? You say no, and then you just mail it.
That easy, huh?
Yeah, like I don't think they're allowed to open up your fucking. They're not allowed to open up your mail. That's why because if they were allowed to open up your mail, they would just cancel all that and have you bring it unwrapped, and then they'll wrap it for you. So if they're not wrapping it for you, then that means you're straight. So that's how you would mail it to yourself. So what you would do is you would get your mom's address, and then you would just send it to your mom's address, and then you would just send it like right before you're leaving. So when you're there, probably the day after, it would come, and then you would get it in the mail, and then boom, you got your herb.
Well, I didn't want to fucking ruin.
Why? What did you think? How it happened? What did you think? They had police dogs in there.
No,
all day
I
working.
Well, yeah, you know what? Don't they?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, you know, I think you're fucking right. But I don't know. It sounds ridiculous just to think about it. But I'm thinking if it's that easy to do that, how come more people don't commit crimes like through the mail?
They do.
Maybe they do.
I think they just don't tell you about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a
because
fucking
I think they do,
and I don't know shit about it. But that shit's interesting. That'd be I'd be into that documentary, bro. Like, what the fuck? But you know what? I don't know if it's worth the fucking risk. Well, actually, that's why it's probably low risk.
Well, you're not picking up from nowhere.
Isn't it
it's
like
going
federal
to your house.
shit, though, if you get busted with that shit?
Yeah, I mean, it's scary. They have crazy rules on it if you get caught.
No parole, ever. It's so funny that there's a fucking...
you go to Guantanamo Bay.
No. In Arkansas... Oh, I never told you the story. So in Arkansas, there's fucking literally billboards that says...
Horrible weed.
No, this is pretty good weed, actually. It says federal time. That means no parole. And it says a period, and it goes,
for
ever.
weed?
No parole, ever. No, for federal shit. Yeah, so no matter what you're shipping. So if you're shipping...
So weed is like federal over there, right? The feds will shut you down, right?
Right. So, I mean, I'm sure they're not going to throw you in jail for life for like a fucking eighth or a quad or even a half ounce.
No, they might. I heard about people getting tickets and like locked up off a seed and shit, bro. Like cops will find something tiny, like a joint roach in an ashtray, and someone will get in trouble.
They might. That's why people were tripping on me when I was smoking weed in the street. Hold on, let me hit this.
Yeah, like we're kicking it in my boy's apartment. I haven't seen him in a minute. We're literally just catching up with you guys. Yeah, and you know, I'm also, you guys are growing with me too. I'm still getting used to this whole podcasting thing, like talking and making it sound normal and regular, like a regular conversation.
We're gonna definitely.
I think we're doing okay though.
Yeah, we'll be alright. I think we're so optimistic. I think we're gonna definitely need some constructive criticism from everybody out there, though, for sure. I know it's been a while since we've been back. I mean, we're so dry, you could tell. We were knocking out. I mean, go back to our Culture Sessions podcast. I mean, I don't even want to bang on it with that. I'm gonna bring that up though. We'll talk about that right now. Yeah. But let me just tell
that's still up though. You could get it.
Let me tell this fucking story.
Okay, go
That's
ahead.
why it's easier for us to do Culture Sessions. I think is because we have a task at hand. Actually, we're gonna talk about it a little bit, but we will. But let me just tell you about weed real quick. So we get that right, and then about weed, I'm like 2-3 days in, and I'm already starting to start jonesing. And the thing about it is that fucking the thing about it is I've been drinking, so it's like, you know, the night before we drink pretty fucking hard, especially when I don't see my cousins. I mean, we drink hard anyway, but when I don't see my cousins, they pull out the ice chest and we're drinking all fucking night. So we're waking up in the morning, and you know, you're hungover as fuck. We're shivering, we're fucking dehydrated, all the works, and all you really want, I swear, people ask, I think they say it in fucking in Knocked Up, but like, you know what the hangover or the fucking cure for hangover is? It's weed.
Oh yeah. He does,
bro. And it's true. Fucking weed, man. With weed, it's weed and like some soup and shit. With weed and soup,
some good food.
Yeah, some food, fluids, whatever it is. I say if you're really hungover, soup, because that means you've been already throwing up. You can barely hold shit down. And it's
and weed will make that feel way better, because I don't drink, so I don't even know.
Yeah, I would say
what a hangover
drink hard,
is.
so I'll let you know right now. You'd fucking wake up in the morning and you throw up whichever you had to throw up, and then all you would need is a good hit of weed and some good broth, something like warm.
Just wake up and throw up whenever you need to.
You can't hold much down, you know what I mean? So maybe like a chicken soup or some shit, or if you're hardcore, maybe like a menudo. I remember I was hungover one time. I ate a fucking menudo. I was like, fuck. I felt like shit after.
You probably threw up even more after that.
No, I didn't. I was kidding. I didn't feel like shit. I just felt like so like zombied out. I ended up just zonking the fuck out. But anyway, so if I can ever get to this fucking story. So we're 3 days in, right?
You trying to roll something up or what?
Oh yeah, I'm going to.
Go ahead.
Let me tell the story first, and then I'll roll.
Yeah.
So we're fucking 3 days in, and I'm Josin. But by the third day, happens to be is my little cousin. I keep saying I want to keep wanting to say niece, but she's not my niece. She's my auntie's daughter.
Right.
It's my cousin. So, but she's just so younger than me, and she lives in another state. I don't know. It's weird. So, but she's tall as fuck, because in Arkansas, everybody's fucking gigantic. I don't know.
Really?
I swear to God.
It's the water.
It's whatever. They put potatoes in the water. They probably just put potatoes in everything. All the lunch food, everything. Everybody's just enormous. Not every single person, but you know the difference. I feel short. I mean, I'm a short motherfucker. I'm 5'6", maybe 5'7" on a good day. Nah,
right?
Nah, I'm a solid 5'6". I'm just gonna claim it right then and there.
Well,
But
then I'm probably
but over
that
there,
small
the
size.
average is like a good fucking for sure.
6
like,
foot.
Nah, like 5'11". 5'10" is like 5'12". Or 5'12", 6 foot. You know what I mean? Fucking
5'12"?
Yeah,
5'12".
Yeah, like shit like that. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we're like at the university at the graduation, and I'm like, okay, fuck. If I'm gonna find weed anywhere, it's gonna be at this fucking school. At a graduation, who the fuck's not gonna have weed at a university?
You just walked up on it?
No, yeah. But the thing is, I was like, these kids look so.
How did you even know what was going on? You just passed by it?
No, I told you it was my little cousin's graduation.
Okay. Yeah,
she graduated from
I missed that part.
University of Little Rock. I don't think I mentioned it actually. I skipped right past it. Fucking, she graduated from the University of Little Rock.
So you just asked somebody randomly?
No, I was gonna. On the real, I got cold feet. Cause you know what, dude? I saw these fucking kids, man, with their what do you call it? The gowns.
They were gonna have a lot of herb on them.
No, not only that, they had like sprinkle in their eye, and I was like, oh, this little.
You would have been the old dude coming up to them,
like
corrupting
this
them.
weirdo,
The day they graduate,
from LA. I don't sound like them because they got a lot of them got the heavy like, what's up, y'all? Like the real like honky tonk, fucking.
Really?
No disrespect to Arkansas, but we don't really talk like that with the y'all and the you know.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, stuff like that. Like they're a little more country, you know what I mean? So not everybody, but for the most part, they know off the bat that I don't have the accent, so they know I'm not from there.
Like, hey, what's up with some weed? They're gonna be like, huh?
Yeah, and some of them are cool.
Well, how would they say it? What's up with some weed, y'all?
Y'all know where to get some good hay. Like,
y'all know where to get some good hay? Is that what they say, for real?
Nah.
Y'all know.
Weed,
y'all ain't got hay in the middle of the bomb?
They got the internet in Arkansas, bro.
Yo, you got any weed, hay
cool.
in the middle of the bomb?
Everybody's got they're like, uh-huh. But yeah, so no, the bottom line is, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait because my auntie was throwing because my cousin graduated with honors. I forgot what she got her bachelor's for, but she did a good job. You know what I mean? She
threw a party.
Yeah, so she gonna throw a big fucking pachanka, and she rented a hall.
Big pachanka.
Yeah, she rented a hall. They made food for like 500 people.
Oh man,
it was gonna go down. Fucking ice chest is infinite everything. Fucking unlimited fucking open bar like. All crazy. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wait till I fucking get, to the homies are partying right here, and then I can ask him because this is a little bit like I'm not gonna ask the motherfucker why he's in his gown. How much weed could he possibly have on him anyway?
Right.
You know what I mean? So okay, so the party's cracking, right? I get dipped, whatever. I might have stopped at JCPenney real quick because I see how people are dressed. I kind of dressed down, not thinking where I was going. When I ended up going to the motherfucking... You
gotta go get some slacks and some shoes.
When I went to the motherfucking... then I went to the graduation, I was like, oh shit, I'm hella underdressed. I'm wearing like fucking... Like California motherfucking surf shorts, and I think I had sandals and shit. I was wearing a fucking V-neck or some bullshit. So I'm just like, okay, I'm fucking totally underdressed. So I'm like, alright, so I'm gonna be looking fly when I get to the party. So I'm like, alright, fuck, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna stop at the JCPenney. I told my little cousin, I'm like, yo, let's roll. Let's go hit the mall, whatever. So we ended up settling with JCPenney. We stopped there. And I get dipped up, whatever. So we go to the party, boom, fucking, it's cracking like a motherfucker. But there's a bunch of young girls. They're like tall as fuck, but you can see the youth in them. Like they're really young. And I'm like, damn, how young are these fucking girls? So like the majority of them are like over 21. I'm like, holy shit. So I'm trying to peep like some of the where the weirdos are. I'm like, what about the dudes over there? Which one of those guys look like they have some fucking drugs on them or something?
Yeah, which one looks like his eyes are rolling in the back of his head?
And on the real, I couldn't really spot one, man. They all look square as fuck.
Was it square?
Yeah,
really square out there?
Everybody was really, really square, bro. And then the night progressed.
Oh.
And as the night progressed,
then the freaks came out.
Freaks came out. And speaking of freaks, the cuter chick showed up. I guess my cousins like homegirls that were like party hopping from like party, you know what I mean? So they pulled up on this one.
This fool's from Cali?
Yeah, I recognized. They knew it right away. Now they know. Because one of them, my cousin's friend, I met him last time, like a couple years back when I went for the first time. So they know. So now they're a little older now. I think she's like just she's old enough to drink now or whatever. She's trying to show out with her homegirls. So they pull up, right? And so I'm like, oh, I know this bitch is gonna have some fucking weed. And sure enough,
she goes right here in my bra, right here underneath this tit.
She's like, follow me. Like,
she said that?
Yeah, straight up. And I'm like, cool. We went outside the little hall and shit. Fucking.
She had a gang.
Nah, I told her to sell me some. I was like, dude, sell me whatever you got. She's like, hell no. Like, I got like, she had like a little bit, like, over, like, 2 grams, something like that.
Was it good?
It was not bad. Honestly,
just blazed
after 4 days or so of not smoking, homie, anything is good. But it was actually, I've smoked worse.
Did you get her to connect after that?
I did. And guess what? This motherfucker never picked up, right? I called him. I guess he didn't recognize my number. He must have thought I was some, like, telemarketer or some weirdo. I even texted him.
He probably doesn't have a bunch of people blowing him up for herb like that.
I mean, I didn't blow him up all crazy, but
I'm just saying, he's not used to it like how we do it. We're going to blow you up till
like
you
if
pick
you're
up.
in Cali and you saw a fucking area code from Arkansas, you didn't know why, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
oh, yeah, you're
probably
right.
not going to answer that shit. It's like collect, whatever, or some survey bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever. So,
I don't answer numbers that's like...
It's weird. The weird numbers. You're not going to... Seattle, you're not going to fucking answer that or whatever. Fucking Spokane.
Yeah.
But, so, anyway, so they don't answer, right? But then on the way back, we're driving back to my cousin's house, or my mom's house that she just bought, actually. And I see, like, these nightclubs and shit, and they're, like, cracking, and I'm like, oh, fuck, are those going down? What time was it? What the fuck? It's, like, late, because everything closes early. They don't even sell beer on Sunday in Arkansas. And straight up, dude, and they're like, oh, those are after-hours clubs, bro. Those fucking start at 2, they crack till 6. I was like, no fucking way. I'm like, all right, fuck that.
They start at 2 in the morning, and they crack. So it's like after hours, like out here.
After hours shit, yeah. So
that's where all the bad things go down. That's where bad decisions get made.
I ended up my cousin's like, all right, I'm going to sleep. I'm like, fuck that. I need weed, man. I can't do this without. And I realized how much of a weed addict I actually am. I mean, drinking, I guess I can go without. No, I really can't because I had it anyway. But for sure, weed you cannot live with. I mean, it just affects your mood, your appetite, your everything.
Especially when you want to relax and you want to kick it, and you're at a place where you're feeling, your body is feeling you're on vacation.
The worst part is like when they're because they don't see us, so they barbecue hard out there. You know, they cut a fucking cow in half,
and you're like, oh, I want to eat it all, but I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry, really. Yeah.
Oh, and you get baked, and you're like, why did I turn down that fucking tri-tip?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, especially out there, they probably cook crazy.
Yeah, super bomb. You wouldn't even believe it. Like
so. Okay, so you went to that party.
So I got dropped off. I said, fuck that. I changed my shoes. I was like, fuck.
So your cousin who graduated didn't even go?
No, cause she's so square, bro. I mean, no, they went to the party. No, the party was over. Like,
it's after hours.
Yeah, this is the after hours shit. Okay, yeah, like the whole thing with the hall, whatever. My auntie rented a hall and all that shit. Like that party, that cracked until about like midnight, I'd say. And then it was like, all right, you know, people are square. They all go time to go home.
All right, see you later.
Yeah,
don't forget the punch, Jim.
Yeah, exactly. Don't forget the leftover bullshit to take.
Don't forget the leftover ruffles.
Yeah, exactly. So they're all doing that shit, and so I'm like, fuck, man, we ended up scoring weed. I smoked. I was kind of high, but I was like, fuck, man, I don't really want more later. So
yeah, you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night and be like, fuck,
fucking cold sweats.
Just wake up, just fucking on your phone, beating off.
It's like, fuck, I can't even get hard because I don't have weed. Like,
it's like oh shit, imagine that. Fuck, I can't even get hard.
Beating off a gummy bear. Like,
oh fuck, I can't even get hard, but I need some weed.
It's fucking crazy. But so anyway, so I said fuck that. So I changed my shoes and I said fuck that. Let's go to fucking. I'm going to that fucking club.
You went by yourself?
Walk by myself. I don't even tell you fools. I don't know why. I'm just on.
You're like, I ain't gonna get robbed out here. I'm in Arkansas.
I trip out. I'll tell you the funny shit.
You walked to the ghetto.
I did, and it was only like 4 blocks, but it was Arkansas, especially where my mom's is. It's like really, it's like a mixture of like ghetto, nice, and industrial all in one. It's like weird. So there's like some weird wasteland kind of. It's like, what the fuck? Where am I and shit?
Oh shit.
Yeah, dog. So I'm walking through these streets all crazy, and I'm dipped too. I'm all suited still, chains out, everything. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, right? And so I ended up making it to the club, right? It's a gentleman's club, and fucking and
that's after hours.
No, excuse me. It's not a gentleman's club. It's a fucking Latino club. It literally says Latino club.
So you got the country Mexican.
Yeah, exactly. And I go in there and it's like fucking banda night or whatever, and it's like fucking they're playing like mariachi shit or all that type of shit, or like banda or like I don't know, whatever, all that. I'm not Mexican, so I couldn't tell you what the fuck it's called. But
banda.
Yeah. So anyway. I'm gonna tell you the exclusive way. Fuck it, I gotta be real. So I go and I'm like looking around. I'm like, where the fuck can I find weed in this motherfucker, right? So I see I look at the bar, and there goes the fucking most cartelist looking motherfucker I ever seen in my life. He had the whole, everything, the fucking hat, the fucking...
There's a lot of them out there.
Alligator shoes, all that shit. The alligator belt, like, this fool was just...
Was he young, old?
He was like mid-aged.
Oh.
Mid-aged, like he looked like Chapo.
He looked like he killed a couple people.
Yeah, he definitely has a couple.
He had that look in his eye.
He did. So I go up to him, right, and it's loud as fuck. So I kind of get close to his ear, and I'm like, hey, ¿sabes dónde está la mota? And he turns and looks at me. Oh, slowly looks at me.
Oh, shit.
Like disgusted looked. And I'm like, and he's like, what? I'm like,
you're like, are you a fucking hoorah?
Yeah, I know, exactly. I thought I was going to ask him, are you a fucking cop? And he looks at me and goes, you know what? I say, he's like, so why don't you go ask one of those fucking mayates over there?
He said that?
I swear to God, he looked me dead in my eye for like 2 seconds.
Oh, shit.
And he looked away, like looked back like at the show because they were like live band.
Damn.
I was like, oh my God. And then I looked at him, I was going to be like, actually, you're fucking right.
Oh, shit.
Exactly what I had to ask.
Oh, shit. And you're like, thanks a lot, brother.
Yeah, I felt like an epiphany came.
He probably had a lot of blow. And he probably had a lot of.
Everybody had to tell the story to their like exactly that guy had that's what you asked the guy. You asked for the coke, not the weed, dumbass. Like I'm supposed to know that.
Yeah,
okay.
but at least you got pointed to the right direction.
Right, and so sure enough. Oh, right before I did that, my 2 brothers called me like.
He didn't even look back at you after that.
No, he just didn't even look at me.
That fool was part of something. He was part of the cartel.
He's like a hard.
He's on the run. That's why he's in Arkansas. He's on the run.
Yeah,
That's why he's out there.
Yeah, he had a crazy look in his eye for
yeah.
sure. And fucking so my brothers call me out of nowhere, like my cell phone starts blowing up in my fucking pocket. I'm like, what the fuck? I look in there, it's my brother. I'm like, oh shit.
He's out there in Arkansas too?
Yeah, they were all 3 of us went.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, because if I had left by myself, I remember they're like, where the fuck did you go? And I'm like, oh, I took off to the club, whatever. They're like, oh, fuck, you should have told us. Like, we're going up there right now. Wait for us. We'll be there right now. The motherfuckers run down, and they're like in 8 minutes. The motherfuckers are down the street already.
Oh, shit.
They get in the club, like everything. It's so funny because the fucking security guard is like hella like he's down. As soon as he saw my ID, he's like, I knew it, motherfucker, I knew it. It was a $25 coverage. He's like, get in there, motherfucker. They just set me loose in there. I was drunk as fuck too. Didn't pay or anything.
Like, get your ass in there, man. We love y'all.
Yeah, exactly. My brother's
like straight out of Compton, man.
I
love that shit.
Right. And so my brother's coming. I'm like, yo, my brother's here today. Oh, that motherfucker. Oh, yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, yo, Boozy County, get your easy looking ass inside there.
This motherfucker looking like you too, man. Get your ass in there. Like, that shit is funny as fuck. So,
nice.
So, and my little brother being the biggest weed head out of all 3 of us, he was he
walked up and asked him.
And that's funny. And he had to finish telling us. I had to finish telling
the little
story.
seller of them all.
Yeah, I finished telling the story to him of what just had happened and shit. And he was like, fuck, of course, you didn't know that? They walks up to the security guard, the big Debo homie. He's like, hey, man, you know with some trees? And he's like, he's like, yeah.
Oh.
Like, what's up? How much you want? He's like, we made it happen. I think we got like an 8 or some shit.
He served you up. And did you get his number?
Yeah. So we're good.
So the whole time you were there, you just hit him up.
Exactly.
Nice. You just go to the club all the time.
Go to the club. Yeah, he just says, "He's like, you have to call me. Just say, I'm working only with the club or not. You know, that's it. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, you can only get it when he's at the club.
Yeah, that's when he's working. He's like,
you don't want no one to go to
his house. Yeah. First rules.
Biggie
Smoke Shack.
10 crack commandments.
Yeah, he goes. Even if you
want to bounce,
tell him bounce.
Yeah. No, that's crazy, bro. Like that cartel shit is pretty weird. Like if you think about it, like they're out there, bro. They're probably on the run.
That'd be a perfect place to hide. A bunch of Mexicans, they all look alike, but you just have one fucking killer on the run, and you can just blend like a motherfucker with everyone, and no one can tell you shit because you literally look like every single one of them. They're all talking Spanish. They all look alike and shit. You'd even dress down just to be like not a little more.
But do they look like people that would chop you up with an axe?
That would look like he would chop me up with that. When he fucking looked at me with that slow turn, that was cold.
I've seen the most, like the other day. I follow. I'm not gonna say who it is because I don't want anyone to go see these videos because it's fucked. But on Twitter, I follow this account and it's they show a lot of cartel killings, and they showed like I've seen probably. I could watch anything. I've watched a movie called Cannibal Holocaust. I've seen a bunch of crazy fucking movies. But those are movies. When you see it real and you see them, like, doing those videos where they capture somebody and they're looking at the camera saying, hey! They don't cough like that, but they go, hey, fucking, they're talking in Spanish. They go, hasta la huevo, hey, and their faces covered, and the fools are on the floor naked, and they're fucking getting, and they're hacking this fool's fucking leg off of the kneecap, and he's like, and they're cutting his leg off, and then they start beating him over the head with his fucking amputated limb. And his fucking little, and his fuck, he's naked, so his dick's just flopping around everywhere. And I'm like thinking, how is this fool not shitting or pissing on himself right now? And then they cut his other leg off, and they cut his arms off, and I'm sitting there watching it. They cut his throat. They do all this sick shit, and they're recording this. And I'm thinking, why am I watching this? And I'm like, fuck, this is how they do it. Like, this is how it happens. It was crazy. So now when I see certain guys that like, they don't show their faces in there, but it's like, I think it could be any of these fucking guys that are especially out there. And I mean, on Arkansas, I don't know how much of it is out there, but it just looked like that's where they would go.
Anywhere, Indianapolis, shit, fucking. I'm sure
But they go on the run, so it's like.
On the run, I'd hide in those type of places because it's really a lot of it's rural as fuck. So you could just stay on the ranch all day.
If you want, hold on, let me pause this. I'm gonna piss real quick. I'm gonna hit pause really quick. No other reason. Okay, so we're back. I just took a piss. I drank a lot. I drank this Longevity. What's it called again?
It's called Longevity. Fuck, I just had a brain fart.
But what is it? Protein? What the fuck is it?
No. It's basically emulsified vitamins. It's people that take their vitamins in pill form, they most likely don't always get them to break down. Like most of the times, they literally just like clump with your shit, and you just shit out a whole pill of like a quarter or half a pill of vitamins, so you don't get them all the way. As a matter of fact, we got to drink another glass full of this shit, so we're probably gonna have another piss break before this is over.
Nice.
But because you're supposed to have 2 glasses of this, but since we split one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for the most part, like I said, people just don't that take their vitamins like whole, like pills. They don't get them all the way digested. So when you do it in the liquid form, you can already see it's at the bottom still. Look, that's like vitamin dust.
I'm gonna drink it.
That's the shit that literally goes straight to your bloodstream. It doesn't fuck around.
It tastes like it's helping you.
Yeah, it just you take the vitamins in it.
Tastes good.
Yeah, dude. I fucking could remember. Goddamn, I don't want people to know. I don't want people to over order it, so I don't fucking have it when I need it. I'm just kidding.
Who says that, Trevor?
Nah, I'm just kidding. Trevor wants everybody in the world to try it. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a long.
Tangy Tangerine. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, that's what it's called. It's called Beyond Tangy Tangerine Citrus Peach Fusion 2.0. You can read what's all.
Yeah, the ultimate multivitamin mineral. I'll read it while you roll that up. Let me see this here. So the supplement facts. This stuff has 25 calories total carbohydrates, 7 grams, no sugar. And it tasted like it had a lot of sugar, but it didn't have any sugar. It tastes like if you've ever had those orange. No, remember those orange cream. Reminds me of orange cream. Remember those orange cream ice creams? And yeah, a little bit tangy, but it tasted more creamy than it was. It tasted like really creamy. Has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin E, vitamin K, riboflavin, niacin. Vitamin what do you guys think? Joint or blunt? They said blunt. Maybe half a blunt. What kind of blunt is it? Yeah, do a half a blunt of that. Because it feels blunt. It seems like a blunt type of day. But this actually is really good. It made me feel really good. It made me feel good naturally. Because if I drink, I shouldn't be drinking a lot of soda or Red Bulls and stuff like that, but I still do. Which now I'm like, I don't really want to, and I could feel the difference in the sugar, in like not the sugar, but the taste, and yeah, I guess you would say sugar. I think it was like natural sugar, but there wasn't any sugar, so I could feel the difference because the sugar from like a soda or something, it's like a heavy sugar. It's like a sugar that makes you like sends you over the top. Like that's why they have the sugar crashes, and what I feel out of it is like it takes you to a high point, and then it just slams you all the way down. And this one just felt like there was no point. It just took me back to zero, back to the main where I was supposed to be. It wasn't negative. It wasn't +3. It was back to zero. And it wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. I feel like good. I feel focused. It's really good. I think you can. Let me actually say where you can go. I know you guys probably are tripping. Like, why the fuck are they talking about this? But I really don't care. Yeah, no, this is really good, and I you know how people are though. Some people will be like, "What the fuck is this?" What it's like. It's. I'm putting you guys onto something. Some of you guys are not gonna like this. Some of you guys will like this. Longevity. I think it's longevity.com, and it's called Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0. So yeah, I'm actually gonna get some. What is it? Mushroom Tech, some Alpha Brain. From the On It. I'm going to get that because I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. I know Arkyve was on it for a while. He was on it. So, yeah, I mean, you also, Ruin Your Day is going to be hosting all the battles that we did the night of the Battles of the Belly Room. And then after these, where I don't know where the rest of the battles are going to live after that. So... you guys are growing with us. This is something brand new. And another thing, too, is we got to start focusing on culture sessions and this Local Heroes album. We got to get this out. Local Heroes, you guys do not know what Local Heroes is because it's not out yet. But Local Heroes is a group, basically, a group I'm a part of. I have it tattooed on my hand. It's Chamber Records. A lot of the members didn't make it because they, life happens. A lot of people, they find themselves later on throughout their journey and they figure out, it's like you have to stay energized and inspired on your own. And when you don't get inspired, you're not energized at it, it starts feeling differently, and then you stop adding to the product, I guess. So a lot of these people who didn't make it, it fell to the wayside, and we stuck with the core few. The only people missing out of this whole group, they're on the album, is I think it's Yeah, just Dicey. She's doing great in the EDM world right now. She had just gotten married too, so congratulations to her. She sings. She I've never heard her rap, so she does not rap. She battle raps. She goes under the name Cuaracha. No, I'm just playing. She does sing though. She's really good. You could actually find all these albums on chamberrecords.bandcamp.com. You can find my new album, The Yellow Seed, there. Well, not new. It's like fucking 3 years old, but new to me, so fuck you. It's going to be new to a lot of you guys, too, because you don't know who I am. Probably some of you guys do. Some of you guys don't know. Some of you guys don't care. Some of you guys hate me. Nah, you know how people make up haters. I probably don't even have haters. I probably just make that shit up in my head. Yeah. What was I saying before that? What was I talking? Oh, the Local Heroes. So yeah, it's a group compiled of a lot of the guys from Chamber Records, which is myself, Melathion, Arkyve, Spock Beats as the producer. Not really the producer. He produces some of the beats on there, but he's more the DJ. But I wouldn't be opposed to him being the producer or whatever. It has Frankie Valentine beats on there. Himalaya, right? What's his name? Himalaya's on the album? No, what's the other guy who made one of the beats? Frankie Valentine. No, Frankie Valentine. Then you have another guy who made some beats. I think Furox has a lot of contribution to some beats on there. Okay, Furox. Okay, yeah, so Arkyve is walking around, he's lighting an incense. No. Arkyve is walking around. No, I'm letting him know. You're good. Arkyve is walking around, lighting an incense, he's rolling a blunt. So I've just been ranting.
I have like crystals in my hand.
He has crystals in his hand. He just microdosed on some shrooms a little while ago. So he's good. He's spiritual right now. And I haven't seen my boy in a long time. This is the first time I have my card formatted. So this is my actual first podcast. Let's make noise. Let's make noise for this first podcast. Yes, I just had to make noise that one time. I'm never going to do that again, but I just did that because this was the first time I have microphones that I bought with a brand new Zoom H6 machine.
Motherfucker, give it up to my motherfucking melodic.
Yeah.
Seriously, man, you did it, man. You fucking were talking about it for a long time. You stepped up. You said, fuck everybody. I'm going to do it myself. And you sure did, man. That's respect. Thank you.
And that's what that's what we did with this event, you know? But okay, so back to the local heroes. So it's me, Arkyve, Namek, and Josiah Dead Flowers and Spock Beats as the DJ, and us four were just the rappers. You know, Josiah sings. You can he has a couple albums coming out, which I don't know when he's putting them out, but he has a good one out actually with Spock Beats called Speaker People. It's a great album. I think they have another one. That's Spock. Garden.
No,
Guards Den.
There's 2 Speaker People albums.
Guards Den, right?
Guards Den is the first one, and
you can get these all on Chamber Records.
Self-titled.
Yeah. You can get these all on chamberrecords.bandcamp.com. And then I also have old albums that if you fuck with me and you just want to hear some shit to make fun of me when you see me and like say, that was funny how you were trying to rap, you stupid fucking piece of shit, you go to melothion.bandcamp.com. And I know Melothion, lately when I've been going to the Comedy Store, like I just introduce myself as Ryan. I don't even introduce myself as Melothion because I just get roasted all the time for saying Melothion because no one knows what it is. They say, wait, what's your name? Melothion. And then I go, my name is Ryan. They're like, this guy's like, yeah, you should probably use that name better. And I'm like, he's like, because the other one is too hard to say. Sounds like a fucking, you sound like a dictator. So I don't know what he was saying. I was like, you know what? That is true.
Gas, you piece of shit.
I probably should just use Ryan. And lately, I have been. I've just been going by Ryan. And there's just a lot of things that, from this last time you guys heard me, a lot has changed. I don't think the last podcast I recorded, like physically, was Immortal Technique and Poison Pen. And now I'm just trying to have conversations. I'm really inspired by Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan Experience. See, I jumped around again. We're supposed to be talking about local heroes, and I jumped into this. So, like, I'm really just trying to be like, you know, we were doing podcasts before, and I was influenced a lot by, like, Charlemagne the God and things like that, and Nardwuar. And then when I really started going into hours of, like, Rogan podcasts, I started seeing, like, man, conversations are better than trying to interview somebody, because the interview is just going to come out. Or you can even, the first time you do it, make it kind of interviewee, but at the same time you could make it kind of, you know, a conversation.
Conversations with the piece. And that's actually, speaking of culture sessions, actually, I'm passing my phone real quick, my bad. Interrupting our fucking cipher over here.
How dare you?
I'm important. Well, are you going to be on your pad or what? Oh, fuck. Gotta pay some bills.
It's okay.
So,
you're like, no, it's not okay. No.
Yeah, it's fuck. I guess it's a distraction. But that's kind of what's been holding back the project in the first place. You know, life. You get, you know, you got your bills to pay. You get jobs you got to do, and
100%.
It just you know, sidelines with all the dreams. You know what I mean? So,
so yeah, the culture sessions. I mean, local heroes. So the album's already done. We have 10 songs or 11 songs, right? Is it 11 songs? Because we added that song with Die.
11, yeah.
So, okay, so we have 11 songs. The album's already done, ready. It's getting mastered. Yeah. It's just, pretty much, it's being held hostage. No, I was kidding.
Well, on a brighter note, the fucking one thing we've been waiting for this whole time, which is a small thing at that. It's a small component. It's a scratch piece that we're going to do. Anyway, Spock just talked to me today. Like, I talked to him this morning. He just finished buying the MP. He bought an MP. He bought needles and all that shit. So he's actually back. And that's actually good that he has that, because now that we're going to release the album pretty soon, he's going to have his tools ready to fucking, you know, ready to hit, like, you know, so we could do fucking dope-ass sets like we used to. You know, when you used to have that SB, it makes a difference, you know. You're dropping mad fucking, you know, samples and different things that you can do to make your fucking set more interesting. It's always funner when you got the SP. But,
the SP, that's the...
like his little sampler pad.
The beat, like the one kind of, what's his name? With the long hair, fucking... He would always come make beats.
Who, John Wayne?
Josh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he has a different type of one, though.
What's his name? What does he go by, though?
Ross
Josh. I always forget. That's a
different type of sampler, but he has like a drum pad type.
You know what I realized? I think I have like face blindness. I don't think I can remember names and faces, dog. only certain people, like you, other people. There's times where I meet people who I should remember, and I don't. And it's not because I'm an asshole. It's not because I'm trying to be. I'm far from that. I'll be like, wait, where do I? And then I'll have friends like you could probably be like, hear someone's name and be like, oh yeah, I know what he looks like. Oh, the dude, like Namek is really good with that. He'll know someone's. Oh, like he'll see like a tagger that he knew from junior. Hey, fool, are you Gloss, fool? Yeah. You used to write Gloss, huh, fool? You were from SIP?
He has a good ass memory.
Fucking, hey, remember your homie that came there? He had a fucking fake leg on that night, and he was hobbling around, and he had like one shoelace tighter than the other. Remember?
He never said that, but
no, I know that, but he can explain a detail from one night, and it's like, how did you remember that? How did you know? Yeah, one night I was drunk at a bar, and this fool comes up to me, and he tells me this, and I knew him. How do you? I can't even remember somebody who I've seen like 5 times. Who I'm like, yo, nice to meet you. And they're like, bro, I've met you like 5 times, and I'm not, and it's somebody I should remember. I know their name, but I don't know their face, and I know that I have a problem because even famous people who I see probably all the time,
yeah,
I would never know it. And then I just found out there's something that's called face. You have some type of like smaller case of face blindness.
So you can't remember names and faces?
Well, you can't connect them. Yeah, you can't connect. You can't remember people for shit. So if someone comes up to you and says, I've met you before, I'd be like, I can't remember you. And then they're going to look at you like you fucking dick. But you could really have some type of thing where your mind really can't hold on to that information, you know? And I think I have a problem with that. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. I think something, because of Ross Josh. I couldn't remember his name. So Ross Josh added onto one of the beats, right? Didn't he? He did Love Lost.
He did do Love Lost.
Or did Spock do that beat?
I think he did Love Lost. Oh, no, you know what? That sounds like a Spock beat.
It's a Rockham beat, isn't it?
Nah, it's a Spock beat.
Rockham did a beat. Spockham did beats. Ross Josh
I know
did
Ross
beats.
Josh did
Frankie
one, but I can't remember
Valentine.
which one.
The album is good. Like, if we had a sample, honestly.
Oh, you know what? I think he did Ice Blue Angel.
Do you have any? We can't world premiere a song right here real quick. If you have it on your phone.
I don't have shit on my phone anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Me neither. It's
So,
nowhere.
Well,
It's
it'll be on the news culture sessions for sure.
Yeah, we have to do a whole Local Heroes pod edition and get everyone on.
Oh yeah, for sure we do.
We don't have enough mics. Someone's gonna have to share a mic. Namek and Josiah are gonna have to share a mic, but
No, I'm sure we can get some live mics.
we just need one
how
more.
many
Because
ports do we have?
I have 2 more plugs, but I only have 1 more mic.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. 4 mics is perfect.
Yeah.
I'll get us another mic, no doubt. I'm
So
sure
what's up with you, bro?
I think I
Fucking.
actually have a live mic in one of those motherfuckers.
How you been, man?
Good, my man. Like I said, literally, other than work, like I feel like it's nagging me even right now as we speak. But it's like, man, once you get started on running your own business, you know, so for the people that don't know, aside from being a dickhead and rapping all the time,
Yeah, microdosing.
Yeah, and microdosing on a daily basis. I basically do contract work. I'm a contractor. I basically kill people for money. No. I do contract work, like mainly painting and stuff like that, like exterior paint. I'll do some interior work, but I don't like to because it's bullshit. But yeah, I'll do like not commercial. I'll do more like residential type painting. So I've been doing that ever since we retired. My dad got old. Like last year around February is when I started. We basically told my dad the year before last year, we're like, look, you're going to have 1 more year because he was getting old and we're getting greedy. And the fact is that we were finishing these jobs on our own. You know, we would be able to do it. And he was just collecting the check. And we were like, we're collecting, a laborer's salary, which is bullshit because we were doing way more. And
it just wasn't working out.
It wasn't working no more. I was like, look, man.
It was just another head.
Yeah, like we're all either you're gonna, we're all gonna quit or you're gonna retire. One of the two. And then if you retire,
but
you'll get benefits.
Physically, he had to.
Yeah. No, but my dad ran it like he never did anything anyway. Like we did everything for him. Like he'd show up, he'd point his fingers at a couple things. Hey, do that, do this. And he'll dip. He go eat at a bomb-ass restaurant somewhere. You know what I mean? So and as his kids were finishing his fucking shit. And that's cool. That's what, that's how we got trained. And that's how we all know how to do what we know how to do now. So I don't have nothing bad about it. It's funny to me. But that's like I said, it was just not working out. The money wasn't working out. Like, we need to be able to make enough money to, like, sustain ourselves. We can't be making money and,
cool.
With that type of, fuck it, I gotta go pay somebody pretty soon. The homie's pulling up right now. But, anyway, yeah, just like to say that, I gotta even pay my employees now. Life is different. Like I literally gotta do shit like this while I'm in the middle of a podcast. Because, like, when you're a contractor, that shit don't stop. You know what I mean? You gotta keep, as long as there's a job contracted, your ass is working. You know, and so, or if you owe people money, you owe people money for work. That's what it is.
That's what it is. I mean, you want to cut it or do you want to keep?
Yeah,
going?
let's cut it real quick and we'll come back to it.
Oh, you still want to podcast after you pay him?
I would like to. Y'all want to hear some more? I don't know. Or should we just cut it? We'll do another one.
We can pause it for a bit and then we'll come back to it.
We'll come back to it
because we're at an hour and 20. We can go for a little more.
Yeah, we'll
pause it. Well, I paused it real quick, and it probably didn't even seem like I did anything. But on second thought, we're going to end this. This is Mellothon, the Time God. I got my guy, Arkyve the Nomad. Anything you want to leave with them real quick?
Yeah, thank you for having me first and foremost. You know, I'm fucking
you already
happy.
know, man.
You know, I'm happy.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, brother. I'm happy that fucking we got the setup ready to rock. There's going to be way more content coming out. A lot of more things we want to prepare for. I didn't get to talk on this one about it, but I really want to go and explain my vision for the new culture sessions and what we're going to do. I mean, it's going to be a lot of what we're already doing, but also
we should probably try to get some visuals.
More grandiose, exactly, stuff like that. So the more grandiose ideas and things we got to handle to make our brand what it is. Because we have some of the, I mean, if you go back, listen to the old culture session shit, dope interviews.
You can go get them on iTunes.
Yeah, they're anywhere or wherever you find your podcasts, you know, just type in culture sessions. We come right up. And, you know, listen to all your underground hip-hop favorites. You know what I mean? There are a lot on there. There's a lot of different people, too. There's health shit. There's a lot of fun. And we're going to have a lot more fucking significant, not that the ones we don't have already is dope, but like I'm saying,
we're just going to keep going down
we're going to keep going up, man. I want to interview people that are smarter than me. I want to pick their brain. I want to learn how to be a better person because that person in front of me is doing big things. How'd you do that? You know, how did you get to where you're at? What steps did you take? What as a person in your position, what could you say to a guy like me? You know, I want to learn from people. You know what I mean? I think Culture Sessions has always been about that. You know, we want to learn from the artists, but now not only do we want to learn from them, we want to learn from people that are in higher positions to get to where they're at. You know, if a motherfucker has fat pockets, I want fat pockets too. I want to know how he did that. You know, and if he could explain to me within the time of a podcast, then we did our job. You know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of big things coming, man.
There it is. All right. Well, there it is, guys. Time, bitch.